Hello everyone. So today we're going to be making a Scratch project, and in the Scratch project it's related to recycling. Let's have a look at what this project will look like. So in this game there will be floating trash and we have to collect it. So we have this trash can here. So let's click it to start. So we can use the left and right arrow to control and collect our garbage. Every time we collect a garbage, it gives us a score. And in this game we also have a high score. So let's see if you can guess what is the high score. And when you reach a certain amount, then something will happen. So I'm using the left and right keys to control the garbage bin, and our food is just randomly falling from the sky. So once I reached a score of 30, you just now saw that the garbage can said, "Thank you for not littering." We can click on create and we are here. We're going to call this don't litter. Okay. Next, we're going to remove this cat, and then we're going to actually add a background. I'm going to click on this, and then this is our starting background. So you can call this starter. Okay, and then you can click on paint and paint any color. Then I'm going to color this here. So click on this and color it. Now, if we want to add some text, we click on T, change this to black in color. And here we can just type in don't litter, don't litter, right? And this is our backdrop. So this is like the starting screen. And then we want to add some more information over here. So you can click again here. And the information we're going to write is then we can write and then here we can click on this arrow and sort of move this text here. Same thing for this. You can move it here. And you can change the color of this. You can say, oh, say I don't want this color, make it red, and then this, you can leave it alone. And then what we're gonna add down is our garbage can in a second. So we need to now export our sprites over here. So let's see how we're gonna do that. I'm gonna click on this. I'm gonna click upload sprite. So here in upload sprite, we click on the folder and we have 4 of them here. So you can press shift and press the down arrow on your keyboard and then click open. And once you do that, it will start uploading all of them. So you can see all of them are here. But we have to do a few things. So to click on each one of these sprites, so you click on costume, and we can use the eraser tool that is here and erase all of this. So you can see this part is the excess part that is not needed. Then you can move on to the next one. So we have the garbage bin, and here too, clean out any excess stuff. And if you make a mistake like this, you can actually click back here. And then if you think this is too big, you can change the sizing. Then we can click on the apple. Then we can click on this. And then what we want to do is we want to change the size. I can change these to 30. This also can be changed to 30. This can be changed to 60. This can be changed to 30. And then what we need to do is we're going to place this here. And if you notice there's still more, you can clean it. You can just try looking at the image and seeing where you think it may be. but I think that's okay for now. So what we want to do is we want to start coding. So first, we will have our garbage bin shown. Click on events, take out when green flag clicked, and then click on looks, and then click on show. So what happens when we start our game, our garbage can is shown. And then since we wanted to go to another backdrop, we click on events and take out when I click. So when this sprite is clicked, we want to change to the next backdrop. So how we do that is we first add another backdrop. So here, then we change this to, we choose a backdrop. Say I'll use colorful city. Go back to here, click back on my code. So when sprite click, I want it to switch backdrop to colorful city. And also when I start the game, I not only want to show my character, I also want to switch the backdrop to starter. And then when I click it, it will say this. So then once we started, I also wanted to say something. So I take out say and I'll click here and say, click here to start. Change this to that. So click here to start the game. And if you want him to constantly say that, you can take out a repeat 10. You can just have him repeat saying this 10 times. And since these other food items are there, what we want to do is when we start the game, we want them to be hidden. So in each one of them, we take out the green flag, put that here, click on looks, and then take out the hide block here. We're going to do the same for the apple. So green flag, looks, and then the same thing for the orange, green flag, and then looks, and then we start, all of them are hidden. So the next thing is when we now switch backdrop, right? So we click on events, take out when backdrop switch to colorful city, and then I would like it to stop, show itself, and then also go to the position over here. So I can drag this here, and then we can take out motion, go to, and on top of that, we can have our garbage controlled, our garbage bin controlled when we want to move it. So take out an event, take out green flag, put that here, click on a forever block, and we can take out two if statements here and here. And why we're using the if statements, we only want our garbage can to move when we trigger a certain movement. So click on sensing, take out the key press, put that here and put this here. So left and right. And what we want to do, we take out the change X. Click on motion, change X by 10 and put this here. But remember, when you're going to the left side, it's a minus 10. So far we have this. And when we start, we can have it here. And then click on it, it starts here. So it will keep on saying this. And then we can move our character left and right. Now we have our food items. So what we can do, we can say when backdrop switches to colorful city. So say I want to position my character somewhere here, right? I want to place the banana. So what I need to do is I click on control, take out a forever, then I take out a show block here, and then a hide block. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to go to a certain position. So right now, as you see, when I click that, the banana is there. So if you want to see it first, you can click on looks, take this show block here, and just click on it. Once you click on it, you can see your banana. So I want to place it over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it hide. I'm going to have it go to. Okay. And then what I wanted to do is I wanted to show itself and then glide. So we'll take out the glide and then we will take out the glide 1 second. But then here, since I wanted to go from top to down, so we can see here the position is 147 and same thing goes here. So we're going to change this to minus 147. But the difference is I wanted to randomly glide. So I click on operators, take out a pick random, put that here and change this to 0.82 1 second. So let's see how that goes. So see here, whenever it goes down, it goes back up here. So it's randomly moving from the top to the bottom. And if you want it to be faster, you can change this to 0.5 to 0.8. Here, click. So now this part is done. Go here. Then we can click on this apple. So as I said, we can click on looks and take out a show block, click on it, and then you see it's here. So the same thing I want to be done with is I want to drag it over here. Then I click on the when backdrop is switched to colorful city. And then what do? I click on operators, take out a forever block. So once again, inside whatever we put inside this block will be repeated forever constantly. So then I click on looks, I take out my hide block and then my show block. And then what I want to do here is I want to click on motion, take out the go to XY position here, and then show, we're going to use a glide block once again. But this time, again, it's going from top to bottom. So the X position stays the same, but this number changes to minus 149. And then we have a operator, pick random, put that here, change 0.5 to 0.6. See this? And then both of them are randomly falling at different timings, but they're both coming down. So that's what we're going to do for this block. Same thing for the orange. Bigger. So we take out the when backdrop switch to colorful city, click on control, take out the forever block, and then we want to click on looks and take out hide and then show. So then we find the position of the orange, which is already here. But since we want to see it first, we take out looks and then show. And then once you just click this, you can see where your orange is. So say I bring the orange over here. Right, so it has updated the X and Y position. When we go to motion, take out the X and Y, put that here. And then we want it to glide. So we take out this. Then we're going to change this here to 0.5 to 0.8. And then this number is changed to. And then what we can do here is once it glides, and then it will. So let's see how this runs. So now you can see that our fruits are falling, right? But you notice they're not falling at different rates. We could actually make it more interesting by having them change randomly at different timings. So here we can put 0.5 to 0.8. We could change this to 0.8 to 1 second. We can change this. So this we won't change. This will stay the same. This we can change it to 0.2 to 0.5. Now it'll look a bit different. So here you can see they are moving at different intervals. So we can try and catch it. So the next thing I mentioned is we want to have a score. So how do we set up this score? It's quite simple. It's not that hard. We need to make a variable called score actually. Begin with this. So we click on variables, click on make a variable, and we're going to call it score. So now that we have this, we want to click on the garbage can. And we can take out a green flag. And then we can say when we start, we set the score to 0. Okay. Then we click on a forever block in control. And then we take out a if block. So we're going to use our operators because we're going to check if our garbage can is touching the banana, the apple, or the orange. So let's look at that. We take out an operator called OR. And we're going to put one more OR. So this way we can select 3. Click on sensing, take out touching. I'm going to change this to touching banana. I'm going to take out another one, change this to touching eaten apple, and then take out another one here, change it to touching orange. Okay, and what's going to happen is whenever it touches it, it'll change the score by 1. We click on variable, and then we take out change score by. Click on this. Let's see what happens if we try that out. Ooh, you notice there's a problem? My high score is too high. How can I be touching one thing and the high score is too high? So there's a bit of an issue, right? So how do I solve this? There's a pretty simple way of solving this. I give it the timer some time to wait before it changes my score again. So we can click on control. We can take out a wait block and put that here. And we're going to change this to a magical number of 0.5 seconds. So let's see what happens when we change it. Okay, green flag, start at 0. Let's try. So now whenever I touches it, it changes it only after I touch it. It doesn't change it by so much continuously. So one thing about the garbage can is repeatedly it says click to start the game, click to start the game. So what I can say is when I click the sprite, instead of using this repeat, it would be a bit annoying. We could maybe remove that and just have it say click to start the game for 1 second. So click this. There. So now we have a fully functioning game. And whenever we move, we collect a point. Here. But we also want to add a high score point. So go back here, and then we put another control block here. And then we're going to change this to if the score is equal to 30. So only under this condition would we have our character say something. So our character will say we win. So we click on operators, take out the equal block and change this to 30. And then click on variables and take out score and put that here. So what do we want our character to say? We're going to say thank you for not littering. So we click on looks and then take out the say block here and put this and say thank you for not littering, and then change this to 1 second and then click on control, wait 1 second here. So that would mean that when we get a score of 30, we say thank you for not littering, we wait 1 second, and then we can click on control and take out a stop all block. This would mean our whole game stops. So let's check it out. Green flag, let me make the screen big. In this game, we'll have floating garbage. We have to collect it. We have to try and catch all the garbage before it hits the floor. So here, 8, 29, 30. Thank you for not littering. And then the game stops. It waited a second and then it stopped. And then when you click back again, the game will restart. So congratulations, we've made our Don't Litter game. For more fun tutorials like this, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to First Code Academy on YouTube for more fun-filled tutorials. Thank you. Bye bye.